What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to record vocals and get everything sounding right before you even get to a mix. So let's get into it. I got the artist and manager of the studio, Henny Blanco, in here. We're going to be recording his vocals. So let's get it. Alright, so most importantly, the things you're going to have to do, the key factors in recording vocals before you get to mixing, is just getting them to sound good through whatever you're using. I don't care if you have a $20,000 mixing board or if you have a very cheap Focusrite. You can still make things sound good. So the goal is just to get your inputs and your waves and everything, your gains, to where you want it, so things aren't clipping and nothing's in the red or even the yellow field. So later on when we mix, we could build things up. Alright, so as the artist is recording, really I just have LA2A, but it's not even activated right now. I'm going to try and get him sounding good on the Neve before we do anything. So let's get into that. Alright, something that's very important in the studio world is how far away your artist is going to be from the microphone. For instance, this is a very good thing to start with. Always have your artist a pinky and a thumb away from the microphone, with the pop filter in between. Now there's other things that we'll talk about later on in a different video about when an artist gets louder and when they can back up a little bit and then come back. But as of now, have your artist a pinky and a thumb away from the microphone with the pop filter in between. That way this capsule isn't going to get oversaturated with vibrations if they're too close and won't get enough if they're too far away. So that's it. Right there is where your artist wants to be. Okay, so the way I like to record artists when they're actually recording live in the studio, I like to do very light mixes. Reason being now is because I have a really good analog setup out here that I can make things sound amazing with the EQ and the compressor and the tape emulator and all that. But when you're recording vocals, just try and have a little bit of compression, maybe a little bit of EQ with a little reverb and a little delay. That way, as the artist is building the song for the hooks and the different verses, everything kind of sounds around the same. So they don't get confused. We have a light mix that still sounds good. And then later on, we'll do the processing with the mixing and make it sound incredible. Alright, YouTube, that's going to be the end with how to record vocals. It was short, it was sweet. Now the main goal, doesn't matter what mic you're using, if you're in a professional studio, if you're in your closet, doesn't matter. It's just knowing how to use your tools so you get the best sounds out of what you have. Again, I love you all. If you're showing love and subscribe and like, it means the world to me, and let's keep creating.